43 indictments lead to the arrests of 30 people in a major drug bust.
This is TV2 News tonight at 11.
Good evening, I'm Jack Hicks.
And I'm Donna Jordan. A drug bust in Shelby County netted 30 suspects tonight, and the deadly drug crack was found among the dealers.
In our top story tonight, after months of investigation, many drug dealers are behind bars in Shelby County. As Dave Calabro reports, authorities combined forces and it paid off big.
Upstairs, ma'am.
Carload after carload, the alleged drug dealers and users were hauled to the city lockup. A 9-month undercover investigation led to the roundup tonight. Authorities were after 43 people. They caught up with 30. It was the combined work of the Shelby County Sheriff's Department and Sidney police staff. And for the first time ever, undercover agents purchased crack at 3 different locations.
The vast majority of them probably are from the city, Sidney, and there's about 1/3 from different places in the county. But it's a countywide problem, and it seems a little probably ironic that it's just difficult in the smaller communities to work narcotics investigations and easier in metropolitan areas.
Those arrested were picked up at numerous places, like at home, work, and on the street. Police say 3 people from the pub were arrested for selling illegal narcotics to agents. 13 people remain on the arrest list, and the investigation will continue until all have been found. Residents want the drug problem cleared.
There's a lot of things in the papers about it. You know, you can see it all the time and hear about it all the time, so apparently it is pretty active.
Shelby County officials say they've dealt with many of these drug dealers before. Most have already been prosecuted at least once, but they'll go through the same system one more time. Arraignment is set for Friday. In Shelby County, Dave Calabro, TV2 News.
Prominent Dayton ophthalmologist Dr. Gaston Bouquet, who was sent to prison earlier this year after being convicted of drug trafficking, has had his sentence reduced. U.S. District Judge Walter Rice reduced his sentence today and ordered his release from prison immediately. Bouquet was sentenced to 5 years in prison last year after he was convicted of illegally selling a painkiller known as Dilaudid.
2 men and a woman will be arraigned tomorrow on charges of aggravated trafficking in cocaine. The trio was arrested today in what Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies are calling a major drug bust. Deputies raided a home on Valley Street after they said they bought an ounce of cocaine for $1,500 there. More cocaine and cash were uncovered in the raid. Meanwhile, Roy Lawrence is being ordered held without bond, now charged with aggravated murder in the death of a Shelby County gas station attendant. The Albion, Michigan man pleaded not guilty to the charge in arraignment proceedings today. He also faces charges of aggravated robbery and kidnapping in the death of 35-year-old Diana Miller. The Kettlersville woman was robbed, abducted, and killed last week during an apparent robbery at the station where she worked. Her body was found 2 days after the holdup.
There is a rapist on the loose in Springfield tonight, and one North Side neighborhood is living in terror. Police say the 3 rapes have been reported in the Northern Estates area, and rumors of other attacks are numerous. 2 women spoke with us about the fear in the neighborhood today on the condition we not use their names.
On the phone, and everybody's very concerned about it, and they're also wondering, you know, what the police department is, how they're handling it, what is being done, what's this person look like, what are we to look out for. Who are we to look out for? You know, we're very concerned about it.
It's petrifying. You don't know whether he's in your backyard or in your front yard or in your bedroom. You don't know. And there's women out here all over that are scared to death.
Police have very few leads in the case and don't even have a composite drawing of the suspect because their description at this point is just too general. Also in Springfield area tonight, police continue to ask for help in their search for Harry Sanford. You see here the accused mass killer remains at large, and Sheriff Gene Kelly issued this new picture of the suspect today. The search for Sanford has many people on edge. A local school canceled what would have been a week for students at the Glen Helen Nature Center. The center is located just a few miles from the murder scene.
A Montgomery County grand jury today awarded $1.2 million to a DPL meter reader who was attacked by a pit bulldog 2 years ago. Dayton City officials, who just recently stiffened the vicious dog ordinance, say today's decision should send a message to dog owners. Retha Phillips has the report.
Commissioner Abner Orrick, who has been pushing for legislation banning pit bulldogs from the city, says he thinks the courts are finally paying attention to what he's been saying about that breed of dog.
You know, you just cannot tolerate to have a dog to eat up a child or an adult and do that kind of damage. This is America, and we don't need that kind of stuff.
Ulrich says he will monitor vicious dog attacks over the next year, and if he finds more pit bulldogs are involved in such attacks, he will again push to have the animals banned from the city. However, Commissioner Zimmer says he still doesn't feel any certain breed of dog should be singled out.
As our legislation indicates that there are other types of vicious dogs, that's why we enacted the type of legislation we did.
City officials say they hope today's decision will send a message to dog owners that they must control their animals. At Dayton City Hall, Retha Phillips, TV2 News.
Also tonight, the commission allocated $10,000 to the Labor Management Council. As we first reported Monday, that council is responsible for improving working relations between employees and management in the Miami Valley. The council's help might be needed in local negotiations between General Motors and its unions.
Hundreds of Dayton Chrysler workers will soon be laid off as a result of the strike against the company in Canada. As many as 200 workers will be laid off in the next few weeks as the lack of parts from Canada creates less work here. Though the strike does have a local impact, union officials say it's important to support it.
There's many sacrifices that have to be made, and I don't think there's any real winners, whether it be the company or the union or the members, if we have to go to a strike situation.
Wells says that if the strike lasts more than a month, it's possible that the Dayton plant could be shut down completely. Also making labor news tonight, the Ford Motor Company seems to be nearing an agreement on a new contract with United Auto Workers, a contract that would protect the jobs of Ford's 104,000 union employees. Officials at UAW Locals say they were told the agreement is almost finished. Negotiations are still going on under a precedent-setting extension of Ford's contract with the UAW.
New car sales in September were way down compared to a year ago. The greatest dip was recorded by General Motors, a drop of more than 60%. Other manufacturers were also hit hard. The sale of all U.S.-made cars for the first half of September was down more than 48%. A GM spokesman said the decline was because of low-rate financing that produced record sales last September.
In national news tonight, the U.S. House leaders have tentatively agreed to send $3.5 million in humanitarian aid to the Contra rebels. The money would be part of a stopgap spending bill that would come before the House next week. Now, that money is intended to supply the Contras with food, uniforms, and medical supplies from October 1st through November 7th. Meanwhile, congressional negotiators broke through weeks of deadlock and are near an agreement on a plan to revamp the Graham-Rudman budget balancing bill. The proposed agreement would put new teeth into the law by restoring its threats of automatic across-the-board spending cuts if the annual deficit reduction targets are not met. The cutback system in the original law was ruled unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. The agreement is expected to go through tomorrow.
Former Armco Chairman William Verity passed a major hurdle today toward his confirmation to be Commerce Secretary. The Senate Commerce Committee recommended Verity for the post to replace the late Malcolm Baldrige. There was one vote against Verity. Wisconsin Senator Bob Kasten says he's worried about Verity's wish to increase trade with the Soviets. It's expected that the full Senate will rapidly approve Verity's nomination.
And just in case you're wondering what's ahead, Carl Nichols with the Weather Check forecast.
And later in this newscast, we'll find out what role Wright Patterson played in sending a man to the moon.
All the right parts in all the right places. Napa's putting smiles on American faces.
Save September 4th through September 27th on Napa's finest 10W30, 10W40, and SAE 30 motor oils. On sale for just 39 cents a quart after rebate. That's a savings of $6 a case, and it's on sale now at participating Napa Auto Parts stores.
All the right parts in all the right places. Napa.
Now you can get a home-style dinner no matter where you roam. 'Cause as long as there's a Bob Evans, you're just a few smiles from home.
Welcome to Bob Evans.
You like our charbroiled chicken and ribs. The halibut and steak are great, it's no fib. Welcome to Bob Evans.
Some of the best cooking you'll ever have.
Just a few smiles from home.
Meteorologist Carl Nichols is the most experienced weather forecaster in the Miami Valley. Carl's weather is next.
We almost lost our 4-year-old son 2 months ago. If it wasn't for our family doctor,
I don't know what we would have done. That man worked a miracle. And we didn't even have a family doctor until we joined Western Ohio Health Care Plan. Besides that wonderful doctor, Western Ohio was there to take care of all the bills. What a comforting feeling. We have our son, a great family doctor, and a super health care plan. Western Ohio.
This week at IGA, we're savoring the last few days of summer with these special prices. Bounty towels in 3 varieties, just 49 cents for the jumbo roll. Folgers ground coffee, 1 pound can, just $1.59. And Oxidol detergent is 75 cents off. Now just $2.99 for the 72-ounce box.
Good prices, good selection, good and friendly service. Good gracious.
Time now to salute another TV2 good neighbor who happens to be a wife, a mother, runs her own business, and still finds time to serve the community. Marilyn Heath is the first woman ever to be named president of the President's Club in Dayton. She's also a charter member of the Military Affairs Committee at Wright Pat. Heath also serves on the National Council on the Future of Women in the Workplace and still makes room to work with at least 6 other community organizations. We salute you. If you know any good neighbors, please write and tell us all about them. Here's the address. P.O. Box 741, Dayton, 45401.
Ready to talk about some rain now?
Oh, please.
Don't you want some rain?
Well, yeah.
Clear the pollen out of the air.
Needs it, clear the pollen. A good frost would help,
Get
too.
it over with before we go to the pork festival in Eaton on
Well, see,
Saturday.
that's what I was worried about.
Well, let's get it out of our systems before Saturday, but it looks like over the next 24 hours, at least some shower and thunderstorm activity. But we had a high temperature today, again, above normal for this time of the year. We normally should be 78. Our high today, 83. Low this morning, 66, but a year ago, it was cooler with the morning low 49 and the afternoon high 67. And this evening around the Miami Valley, skies are cloudy. There's been a few sprinkles here and there. It's cloudy up in Sydney. Our weather checker, Don Chateau, reports 71 degrees. And elsewhere, weather check observers around the Miami Valley reporting temperatures now in the upper 60s and the lower end of the 70s. And overnight, temperatures just dropping down a few more degrees, mostly mid to upper 60s in all locations by early tomorrow morning and staying with the cloudy skies. Right now, 70 in Dayton, 72% humidity, barometer falling, a south wind at 10, and officially out at the airport, a trace of rainfall in the past 24 hours. Satellite picture today shows cloudiness and a lot of it moving eastward out of the Plain States into the Great Lakes throughout the Ohio Valley. You can see a little area of clearing, though, coming into Missouri and into Illinois this afternoon and early this evening. It's going to head slowly east, so we might even get to see a little bit of sun around during the day tomorrow. But national radar also shows quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity moving out of Iowa and Missouri into western Illinois this evening. A few showers over southeast Indiana and southwestern Ohio, but these are some heavier thunderstorms. They're moving eastward, so if this holds together, then again tomorrow, some of that will move across Indiana and Ohio. National map shows low pressure out there producing the shower and thunderstorm activity. That's going to be moving eastward, and by tomorrow afternoon, we'll find that system moving into the Ohio Valley, producing some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Also, another cold front in the plains moving east. That's going to start to head on eastward, and that will be coming through early Saturday morning. High temperatures today, mostly in the 60s and 70s over the Great Lakes, 80s over the east, and across the southern half of the country, 80s to around 98 down in Brownsville. A weather check forecast. Overnight tonight, we'll have a few showers around overnight. It'll be humid. Lows will be in the mid to upper 60s. Then tomorrow will be humid, and we'll have some showers and a few thunderstorms, high around 80. Then tomorrow night, a few showers. Lows will be in the low 60s. And on Friday, you could see a little sun and highs in the mid-70s. Might be a chance of a shower. And the extended outlook for Saturday and Sunday might be a shower on Saturday and dry weather on Sunday. And also a reminder coming up, starting on Monday, we'll start out again with our second year of Carl's Coats for Kids. And get your coats ready, because starting on Monday, you can take them to Capital Cleaners.
Okay. Now, get a grip on your charge cards.
Got them.
And go. Tomorrow's one of the big sale days of the year in the Miami Valley. Downtown Dayton Days. Store hours are being extended, and merchants were getting ready tonight to be offering all their goods at bargain prices. And if you're worried about finding a place to park, RTA is offering a reduced fare of 30 cents and will have their Dash program to take shoppers from store to store. Meanwhile, RTA today opened its new 4th Street substation at adjacent City Park. The park, named in memory of John H. Patterson, forms a gateway between downtown Dayton and the Oregon Historical District.
Just ahead, preparations for Wright-Patterson's 40th anniversary.
And in part 3 of The Right Stuff, we'll see what role the Air Base played in sending man to the moon.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Fulmer Supermarkets, because Fulmer cares.
Game-O-Rama is back at Fulmer. Hundreds of Fulmer shoppers have already won cash prizes up to $1,000. So could you. And don't miss Value Plus prices.
Red Baron Pizza, 13 ounces, all varieties, only $1.99. White Cloud Bath Tissue, 4 rolls, all colors, 97 cents. All Coke products, any 2-liter bottle, only 59 cents with in-store coupon, limit 1.
Be a winner at Fulmer with Value Plus and Game-O-Rama.
What should I have for lunch today? Maybe a BBC. Maybe. Of course, I could have a turkey bacon club. No, I had that yesterday. Hot baked potato with cheese and broccoli. Now that's an idea. What else? Yeah, roast beef sandwich and fries.
Now get a regular roast beef sandwich at Rack's for only 99 cents.
Rack's. Fast food with style.
Sealy mattresses are on sale now during Robert's gigantic Price Buster sale. You'll find great savings on all Sealy mattresses, including designer showcase models and the famous #1 selling Posturepedic. Every size, every firmness, every model is on sale, and prices start as low as $49 each piece for twin, $79 each piece for full, and $199 for the queen 2-piece set for Sealy Firm. And remember, Robert's will beat the competition's price, or it's yours free.
You'll find it all at Robert's.
If you've thought about going, think about now. Picture yourself in L.A. With TWA's low fares, now you can go. Or have a golden opportunity to explore San Francisco and see the many exciting views of San Diego. Or enjoy a great vacation package to Hawaii. TWA has low fares to almost anywhere you thought about going. Today's TWA. Find out how good we really are.
Some Miami Valley school children went to bed tonight with a better understanding of what the Constitution of the United States really means. Today, many of them watched the special 3.5-hour bicentennial celebration of the Constitution. Educators like these at the, well, these aren't the educators. This is a story that's coming up a little later on.
It's all about
But
pizza.
let me tell you, we did check in with the CF Holiday School, and they used the celebration as a teaching tool, and it was absolutely a painless and fun way to learn one of life's most important lessons. Jack, take it away.
All right. All this week, TV2 is honoring Wright-Pat on the Air Force's 40th anniversary by presenting a special series of reports on some of the major events that have occurred involving the base. Tonight on The Right Stuff, Dave Calabro tells us of Wright-Pat's role in the first man-on-the-moon flight back in 1969.
Liftoff. We have the liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
When man landed on the moon for the first time in 1969, Wright-Pat played a major role. In fact, 10 years before that historic event, the original Mercury astronauts were trained here. Dr. Henning von Gerke began many of those first tests.
So we tested them on the centrifuge and tested their performance on the centrifuge and the G-forces. We knew that at that time was a problem with the rocket boosters producing vibrations of the whole missile, and so we had some tests on the vibration tables we had.
This is the original film of the Mercury astronauts. They are learning about being light as air. In the orange jumpsuit is John Glenn. John Simon of Beaver Creek was the pilot for many of those first early test flights.
That project was more fun than work. We had a team of about 5 guys, and often we would just do things in flight between maneuvers as well as between flights. While they were flying some formal stuff in one airplane, we got them in the other airplane, and that's when we snuck in ladders and hatches, and we really played, and we ended up with a football game. We played for a week.
It's easy to understand why the scientists at Wright-Patterson had good reason to celebrate when John Glenn first orbited the Earth in the early 60s. Now, with all the local research and development here at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Project Mercury was quite a success between the years of 1961 and 63. And for Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, that meant many more projects were on the way. Wright-Pat's role has changed during the problem-plagued space shuttle program. We'll have more on that tomorrow. From Fairborn, Dave Calabro, TV2 News.
Omar's up next.
He's going to tell us about this week's Operation Football Team of the Week.
Your future now is just a world within your mind.
A special vacation, a college education, or a gift for someone you love. Whatever your dream, we can help you launch it with loans for sale from First National. So you see that bright tomorrow can start today.
First National, our first concern is you.
General Dynamics, a leading manufacturer of high-performance products for America and the free world.
Some businesses go to great lengths to get noticed.
Well?
Others know a better way. Ameritech Pages Plus, the original Ohio Bell Yellow Pages. No sooner does a new family move in, then the Ameritech Pages Plus moves in, too. Get your business known fast by the people who need you most.
Interior decorators.
Ameritech Pages Plus. Next to the phone, there's nothing better.
Since you don't buy a washing machine every day,
I should have bought a Frigidaire.
ask for the one that lasts and lasts.
I should have bought a Frigidaire.
It's still hard to find a washing machine that'll outwork or outlast a Frigidaire. There's only one Frigidaire. Ask for it by name.
I'll take the Frigidaire. Now.
Frigidaire, here today, here tomorrow.
See Frigidaire Appliances at Roberts, West Carrollton, Piqua, Springfield.
Well, it's time to start saying wait till next year.
I think we should have said about 2 weeks ago, but you're right. I think for sure right now. The Reds are out enjoying the Los Angeles smog tonight, Donna and Jack.
But they even dropped further behind the San Francisco Giants today. The Giants won. The Reds didn't play, lost a half game. They have a doubleheader with the Dodgers tomorrow. Everybody else in action. And one of the games, the California Angels playing at Kansas City. Now, it wasn't so much the game itself as it was the occasion for one of the performers in the contest.
Tonight, California Angels catcher Bob Boone is establishing a major league record for games caught, as he is behind the plate for game number 1,919.
And on the scoreboard, good honors tonight for Bob Boone. New York shut out Montreal 10-0. San Francisco beat Houston 7-1. Philadelphia's beating Chicago 8-4 in the 8th. St. Louis beat Pittsburgh 8-5. And San Diego early leader over Atlanta 2-0. In the American League, Seattle beat Cleveland again 5-3. Milwaukee beat New York 5-4. Detroit leading Boston 3-1. Toronto shut out Baltimore 7-0. Chicago pounding Minnesota 13-3. California's leading Kansas City 4-3. And Texas leading Oakland 3-1. Operation Football's Team of the Week. No real problem in picking a winner. We just headed to the home of the Warriors. They were living it up when we arrived just this afternoon, still savoring their stomping of Centerville last Friday night. The Wayne Warriors, winners of 2 straight, being recognized as the recipient of the White Allen Operation Football Trophy as our Team of the Week. They had us surrounded, players and student fans, as we talked to head coach Mike Schneider. The sign up here says Huber Heights, the friendly community. Last Friday night, these guys that are surrounding us here were not very friendly to Centerville. Mike, congratulations on a big win.
Thanks. We had a good time here Friday night.
Is your ball club as good as it looks?
I'm not sure. We've played 2 pretty good games so far. It's hard to judge whether the competition hasn't been what it's been in the past, or, I don't know, we might be pretty good.
Our congratulations, guys. Great game last Friday night. Right now, Harold Lee of White Allen has a trophy that we hope finds a very prominent place in your trophy case as our team of the week. I don't think it was a tough decision because you guys played great. Harold, to head coach Snyder right here.
Congratulations. Thanks a lot.
There you go, and put that in a prominent place. And
That one football player jumped around all the way around. He couldn't get away from cameraman Jim Booker. He just went around the circle. He was always in the picture.
Do you think someday we may be the team of the week?
Oh, we'll work on it. Just ahead, we're going to find out what the morning drive weather's going to be like.
And there's a new meaning to the phrase pizza to go, as you saw a little bit before.
Looks like I'm going to need a mechanic.
Mechanics, finding one is easy, but finding one who knows what he's doing isn't. Introducing Ohio Pro Care. We've singled out the most qualified mechanics in Ohio and provided them with the most sophisticated diagnostic system in the industry. So bring your car to Pro Care, because finding a mechanic is easy, but finding one who knows what he's doing isn't.
Test the best now at Dayton's Best, Dick Osmond Nissan, and get up to $700 cash back. $700 cash back on Dick Osmond Nissan Maximas, Pathfinders too, Dick Osmond Nissan sports cars, vans, and trucks. Cash back to you. And of course, Dick Osmond Nissan will beat your best bona fide deal or pay you $1,000 guaranteed. Test the best, buy the best at Dayton's Best, Dick Osmond Nissan, $1,000 guaranteed.
It all started with the telephone, but the phone was just the beginning, because at Ohio Bell, our technology is helping people transmit video, graphics, and data in ways you may not have dreamed possible. After all, we're not just in the phone business, we're in the communications business.
Hello?
Hey, this is R&D. Did you get the message?
I think so.
Ohio Bell, helping you communicate.
It's back. The big one is back on select GMC trucks. Get 1.9% GMAC financing on all new 1987 S15 Jimmys and S15 pickup trucks. Or get up to $1,000 cash back, depending on the model you choose. We simply want your next truck to be a GMC truck. 1.9. See Wampler GMC Troy, Jack Bossier GMC Springfield, Slemker GMC Eaton, Linden's GMC in Middletown, and Steve Tatone GMC in Fairborn.
Well, apparently once you get the taste of Pizza Factory pizza, you'll go to any lengths to have it again. Store was busy tonight whipping up 3 large pizzas to go to Los Angeles. The man ordering them used to work for Pizza Factory, now lives in L.A., and to celebrate his wedding anniversary, he ordered 3 with everything. And they will be delivered, courtesy Piedmont Airlines. Pies left on the 8 o'clock flight, so if you figure in the time difference and everything, customers should be picking them up just about now. Carl?
I'll get them in about 30 minutes.
All right.
Morning drive conditions. Skies will be cloudy in the morning. The temperature about 66. Roads could be wet in spots, maybe a few showers. Omar?
Carl, tomorrow at 5:30 and 6, previews of Operation Football's featured game and the Reds and the Dodgers in a doubleheader. Donna?
That's all for TV2 News tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Get the first news of the day at 6:45. Cal Campbell will be along at noon.
And we'll all be back tomorrow, so good night.
Good night.